What's happening? Nick Olson, Chupacabra Off-Road, and tonight, Friday night, we're here at the International Off-Road Expo. If you guys follow the channel, you saw we're at Sand Show in California. This is kind of like a little smaller version of that here for us in Arizona. It's about 25,000 people draw from what the promoters say for this weekend. So cool little event, some good deals. We just kind of roam around, seeing if we see anything cool and unique. Seen a lot of these vehicles either online or at other trade shows. Got our car here at the Norra 1000 booth. And that's it's exciting because that's kind of our long-term goal with racing here for the next few months, is to get the starting line of this event. It'd be a dream come true for me to take our race car and go compete in the Norra 1000. So we've heard that this event is one of the most fun Mexican race experiences you could have, a little bit more chill than the Baja 1000. Great experience with friends and family, so reached out to these guys who are nice enough to let us have our car in the booth. But talking with some friends, industry connection, people we know, Bill Nash, Nash Powersports, just kind of keeping our feet on the ground here, seeing if there's anything new, what's going on sales trend wise, any new products or accessories, and just you know, hanging out. Love the vibe. Gonna be a big weekend here. I think tomorrow and Sunday are gonna be a lot busier. We'll be back checking out more. We're gonna walk around, check things out, and we'll check back in on Sunday. Bill Nash, owner of Nash Powersports. 3 dealerships here in Phoenix, so we're talking side-by-side market as we roll in December, almost 2020. Nash, what are you seeing in the marketplace? New Can-Ams, are they really taking over more market share? I mean,
yeah,
what are you seeing?
I really feel that Can-Am has done an incredible job with 2020 cars. The suspension's better, the clutch is much quieter, power steering's better. The car in general is just more refined than it's ever been.
Every time we post about the XRC, the orange model, and people just seem to love it. Are those hard to get if somebody wants to buy one?
They're starting to trickle in a little bit more, but you know, I parked one in my garage immediately. I think it's the sexiest looking car that's out there right now.
Yeah, they definitely killed on that vehicle. Yeah. We're standing in front of the Kawasaki. Nash, you have a demo vehicle. You're like the only person I know who's actually had some real miles, more than just a demo. What's your first impression?
This car is incredible, suspension-wise. One of the best out of the box I've ever seen. Guys at Fox, I was told they spent over a month with the car dialing in the suspension from Kawasaki. Everything is super beefy on it. Everything's double sheared. I love the size of the chassis. It's big, it rolls through everything super smooth. Ton of room in the cockpit area. I think it's a great car, and the thing starts under 21 grand.
So I went to Moab with Nash a couple of years ago. It was really cool getting to go with some guys who've been there a bunch of times. You love your rock crawl. I mean, out of anything you had to choose from, you think, is this your favorite rock crawling machine?
Well, we're gonna find out. I already did a little bit of rock crawling in California with it when we did the demos at the dealer show, and I am absolutely planning on taking this rig with me to Moab this year. It's got a low power mode in it, which is specifically for rock crawling, as well as diff lock can be shifted in and out, the diff lock on the fly, which is a first.
Probably a little bit bigger tires, probably killing out 32s, maybe 73s.
I'm thinking some 33-inch Rockzillas on it, and it's going to tear it up.
Very cool. Final question, Honda Talon 4-seater, you know, we heard they kind of announced it, they're out in the dealerships. What's the customer's perception of those right now?
The Talon, particularly the live valve model, has been coming in and going out as fast as we get them. The people that are buying them seem to be a little bit older. don't care about the horsepower, love the shaft drive, and they want something that rides smooth.
That's interesting, you know, like I got a live valve Polaris, myself and Andrew, we're big fans of that technology, excited about the shock therapy upgrade for the Can-Am guys too. I mean, I'm curious if that's a big play, and our customers asking for like an R model four-seater, or is the X good enough for the?
We are seeing the Dooner crowd ask for an R model, but then they're also asking for a turbo and a lot of other stuff. So, you know, I think we're going to see that car evolve. Just like Kawasaki, you're going to see the lower horsepower cars get more and more popular as the aftermarket guys jump on that bandwagon.
Cool. Thanks for your time.
Got it.
All right, I'm here with Jake from AZWirePros. I've been a customer of theirs with the race car, getting it ready for our first racer coming up soon. And we've got a couple, their car and another car that they put together on display, and a ton of knowledge for their company, expertise with wiring, accessories, and you guys aren't gonna believe what's inside of this RZR. So, Jake, can you tell us a little bit about your car and then show us some of the features on the RZR that you guys have programmed into it, and what the customer can achieve if they want like more data, more information about accessories.
Absolutely. So this is the AZWirePro Star Shop car. We put this car together. It's got kind of a unique electrical system. It's got a race pack smart wire system that runs all of our lighting and accessories throughout the car. Our belt fans, SMB filters, all of our coolers basically. And what's unique about this car is it actually integrates with the car's factory electrical system. So we share data between the ECU and the SmartWire system. What's great about that is it allows us to turn on different features such as our SMB particle separator. Rather than having a switch to do these things, it's controlled just by the there we go, by putting the car into gear. So once the car sees low or high gear, our SMB filter starts to put that back into park. It turns off that filter. We've also used that for a couple different options, like our reverse lights. So this car goes into reverse, it automatically turns on the backup lights rather than turning on any switches to do so.
And basically there's a lot of parameters that you guys can program. That's what you chose, and the SmartWire system allows all this to be.
Absolutely, and it also allows us to capture data, things that are happening with the vehicle. We build custom electrical systems for these UTVs, and this is what we use to actually test a lot of our systems. Notice on the dash here we have two race pack dashes. One of them displays all the information on the car's ECU, and the other is actually displaying information that's coming directly from our SmartWire. It's showing us you know, how much current draw each one of these systems has, and you know, how much power it's actually using, if there's any faults. So when we put together our systems, we try these systems, these designs in this car, monitoring the information and then logging that data to make sure that we're building the right pieces the right way.
So this has the stock alternator on the RZR?
Yes, this is a factory charging system, 2018. So what we've also done in the SmartWire allows us to keep within our budget. So overdrawing and overtaxing the electrical system is a big problem with the RZRs. With this system, it keeps us from taxing that too much. We can actually automatically shut down systems if that current draw becomes too excessive or we got too many accessories on. Everything on this car is actually matched to make sure that we don't exceed the capabilities of the factory system. So we try not to have any issues. All the lighting and all those things are matched, and like I said, work with that factory electrical system.
So Jake's educated me a lot. There's some of the lights they like to run, the HIDs. You guys love the output of light for how much they draw. My race car, we had an issue with a big radiant or adapt light bar from Rigid, just drawing I think almost 28 amps. So I know with race cars, kind of what I'm doing, we have to be very careful. I mean, do we run an SMB? You know, do we make sure that we have a reliable setup? What accessories are we using all the time so that electrical is the last of our worries when we hit to the start line and we can get to the finish reliably?
Absolutely. All right, so this is the car that we built for Gladiator tires a few years back, and this was actually one of the first UTVs that we did the smart wired system. What you'll notice that's different about this car to ours is the switching. We used military switches in ours, and on this one we actually have a keypad that turns on and off those accessories. You notice that there's little lights above each one of those items that gives you the status and then the on condition of each one of those devices. So with this car, it's the same basic system. It has that communication protocol between the electrical system and the car's ECU. This car we built a little bit differently. Beautiful car. This was built for SEMA 2017. This one we actually incorporated a stereo system in it as well. On this one we built the system. We tried to get away from the idea of bolting speakers to the roll cage. So most all of the system is actually hidden up under the dash.
Yeah, I like the screens on the back of the headrest here for the rear passengers.
Yeah, so the screens actually serve a couple different purposes. We have a onboard RaceLogic video system, so that will actually capture telemetry data. So it records on two separate cameras that we have in the front of the car, and then also relays RPM, speed, and other of the car's information on that video. You can actually access the camera system through these iPads. Also, we have a display that works with the race pack dashboard that you can access all the car's data on these screens as well.
I want to show one that's on the car here, just to get more angles, like you said, capturing data. Going to be amazing. It's definitely a lot of things I think about that Jake showed me that would be amazing upgrades for my race car as we talk about capturing data, learning where the vehicle is getting hotter, belt temps, that type of thing. We're doing a testing loop or during a race. I mean, it's just amazing how much technology in both of these vehicles and what's to come and what you guys are dealing with, all the high-end stuff that you do. So thanks for your time. If you guys are in Arizona, if you have some questions, any takeaways for somebody who's a new Razor, Can-Am side-by-side customer? I know Can-Ams have a less of a charging system than Polaris. I mean, most of the stuff you're seeing when guys want your basic set of accessories, some lights, a radio, maybe a pumper SMB that we already talking to minimum, an extra battery system.
You know, I think the biggest takeaway or relevant information is to pay attention to what your light bars and your accessories require. You know, you can be happy if you give us a call. We can tell you a lot of that information, but many of these light bars and different accessories are actually made for trucks and off-road vehicles, and they have a much more robust charging system. So adapting those items to the Razors sometimes can be problematic. So just pay attention to what your current draw is and make sure that you're within the realm of your charging system.
Thanks, Jake.
Absolutely. Thank you.